I've been asked the question a few times, what's the right brand for my company? I think we're clear. Does Caterpillar take the cake? What do you think of these guys?
Love the dirt monkey!
Could the best brand be Terex?
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
I'm gonna break in here to say now would be a good time to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you're alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Sometimes you need to call in a little help. So I called in experts from 2 different fields so we could get 2 different opinions. Ow! What are you doing? Ow! What? Hello? No, this is supposed to be my drink. I get jealous. Jealous. She just cracked her head on the table. Hey, Brad. He looked at me like, what the are you doing in my face? Fix just about everything you touch. Brad is like the Einstein of repair work. If he can't fix it, nobody can. That's the one I need. Guys are looking at getting into a brand. Do you have a recommendation?
Not specifically. I won't be stuck on any one brand. They're all decent. They all run good. Basically what someone's preference is and the availability of dealership or mechanics to work on them.
You're trying to balance what your guys are used to with how well the shop in the area will treat you. Isn't that right, Kitty? Kitty doesn't like to come in the house anymore with 2 foxes running around.
You know, I would recommend staying with something where the parts are readily available. Caterpillar, you're gonna get their parts right away. Bobcat, same thing. And then the off-brand ones, of course, they're gonna be more difficult to get parts for, but they all pretty much run and operate the same way.
Before we get started, guys, I found Chemo on Instagram. He is freaking awesome. That's not mixed fuel. What the hell? All right, guys, I've got Chemo Clark from Truth Excavation out of Maui, Hawaii. And what's the best piece of equipment out there?
The best piece of equipment.
Cat, Case, Kobelco, Komatsu. What brand do you like, Chemo?
Well, the answer to that question doesn't exist.
If a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, does it still make a sound? Of course.
Because there is no best piece of equipment. Just because you rent something for a week and everything feels great and tight and powerful doesn't really mean it's the best thing.
If it doesn't impress you when it's brand new, it's not gonna get any better when it's old, worn out, and beat up. It just doesn't work that way.
To own something for a year is when you truly determine like how good the piece of equipment is, because you're basically you're married to the manufacturer. No matter what you get, whatever that brand is, for the life of that machine, you're gonna have to deal with the dealer.
And we all know some are better than others.
It truly is a marriage, because until you get rid of that machine, you're gonna have to deal with that dealer.
Guys become so loyal to a brand that they become blind to anything else, and I'm guilty of that. This is my 11th Ford truck, and 4 of these haven't impressed me, but I keep buying them. I think it's time to try a Chevy. They just go, oh, I'm just a cat guy, or I'm just a blah, blah, blah guy. Nothing else is good. All machines are gonna break down. They're all gonna have issues, and you're gonna have to take that in to get repaired. And if the guy that's gonna repair your piece of equipment happens to be like this guy, it doesn't matter how good that piece of equipment is at that point, because it's broke down and you're still dealing with the attitude of the shop that's gonna take care of you.
Just be careful, don't scratch the side, okay?
100% agree. 100%. Yeah, the thing with brand loyalty, it's like you're stuck in a little box because you're so loyal to that brand. You don't even want to try anything else, you know. Or some people, you know, it kind of makes sense because you want to have the same fleet because you're dealing with one dealer. You got your parts, your service, whatever.
When you're running a fleet, it does make the most sense to stick with one brand as long as you like that guy.
Obviously, every brand doesn't make a perfect machine every single weight class. Every single year. Every brand has lemons.
What brands do you currently own?
Kind of a mixed fleet, but not kind of mostly Cat. Not because I like Cat the best. I'll say I'm the first one to say that. You look at my social media and I'll just blast Cat. I mean, every single thing they do wrong, like their weak points. You know, if they do something good, I say I give them credit for that. But most of the time, I'm disappointed with Cat. I feel like every machine does the same thing. You know, an excavator digs. You know, a loader load. They all basically do the same thing.
But they all pretty much run and operate the same way.
With a little variation. One machine might be a little stronger, one might have a bigger cab, you know, one's a little faster, but they basically do all the same thing. I go with Cat because here's the thing. First of all, they lend me money. They're basically my bank.
Hey, let's be real. Equipment financing plays a major part in a purchasing decision. If you can get 0% financing on a piece of equipment, that's changed a lot of guys' minds on what they want to buy.
That to me is why I chose Cap, not because the machine is technically or necessarily better.
It's all the little things that make a big difference. Where are they located? What's their reputation like? What kind of financing do they offer? In the long run, all of those things affect your bottom line. I've got John Deere,
New Holland, Case, Cabalco, Doosan, oh, slew of Bobcats.
but I don't have brand loyal to any single one of them. I always look at the individual machine before I look at the brand. For the guys out there listening, what piece of advice would you give? What should I look at when I'm buying a piece of equipment?
You go talk to your dealer. You know, how far away are they? How good is the customer service? Does the sales guy, return your calls? How comfortable you are with the dealer and how well they're going to take care of you. Because in the end, it's all customer service. The machine, they all do the same thing. They're all going to break, for one. So who's going to be on your side when the machine breaks? When you have a problem, who's going to be there for you? I personally, if I didn't live on an island, I'd be buying all kind of different stuff. I'd have Doosan and I'd buy John Deere. I'd be stoked with picking out like how you do, Stanley, just cherry picking what best in class, and
Yes.
you want what works the best for you. But unfortunately, I live in the middle of the ocean and we don't have that option.
So that's a great answer, guys. If you're looking at it and you live in a small town or you live in an isolated area like Chemo does, make sure that you actually interview the dealer that's going to be providing you service in your area, because that is going to be one of the biggest factors to the overall success. Chemo, thank you. Guys, go to Instagram. You're gonna find Chemo at Truth Excavation on Instagram.
Facebook and everything's all Truth Excavation.
So check him out. He's got the bright green machines. You can't miss them. Chemo, thanks for your time today. Appreciate it, bud.
All right, Stanley. Nice talking to you. Have a good day.
You too. So it seems like they both agree, instead of being blind to a brand, be open to opportunities. I hope this video has helped you guys out. If it has, leave me a comment down below or hit the like button. God bless. Go get them and let me know what kind of equipment you prefer to buy. Let's find out.